Hey everyone, it's Tiara here. I wanted to jump on today. Instead of doing my regular blog, I wanted to vlog this week and give you some tips and advice on time management and planning and goal setting. Some things that I'm really passionate and nerdy about this stuff, but it's some stuff that have really blessed and helped my life. So I just kind of want to walk you through how I plan my week, my month, my year, and hopefully you can get some tips and ideas that will help you. Now, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and but really, in my observation of society in general, most of us are not very good at this. And so, especially I think as a stay-at-home mom, sometimes it's easy to just be in reaction mode versus being intentional. And so it's easy to just wake up when our kids wake up, just spend our day meeting demands instead of planning, granted, we have to be a little bit flexible, but having some goals for the day that help you feel fulfilled and take care of yourself. Because if we're just in reaction mode and just meeting needs all day, we get burned out really fast. And so we have to take care of ourselves, and we have to work towards things that are important to us. Like the quote says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's true. There's also a quote by Brendon Burchard, and he says, are you doing busy work or are you doing your life's work? And that's an important question to ask ourselves on a regular basis to make sure that we're being intentional and we're working towards goals that will create the life that we dream of and we want for ourselves and for our families. So basically, I start off with my yearly goals. I have my goals for 2019 here, and everything that I do centers around these goals I set for the year. And that is so that I didn't just set some New Year's resolutions that get forgotten and never achieved. So then I do what's called my 4-1-1. So 1 year goals, 1 month goals, 4-week goals. Because that 4 weeks make up a month, and 1 year. So 4-1-1. So this is my October 4-1-1 here. All I just do it on a regular piece of paper. I don't have fancy pretty thing notebooks or whatever. This is what works for me. You could definitely do this on a notebook or whatever that worked for you. So every month I look at my yearly goals, and I create monthly goals based on, now I kind of get carried away and make a lot of goals. What I need to work on doing, and what I would encourage you to do, for you to just keep it simple and manageable is just focus on like 3 to 5 monthly goals that focus on your yearly goals. Like I said, I look over my yearly goals, I make my monthly goals based on my yearly goals, and then I make goals every week based on my monthly goals. So every week I am chipping away at my yearly goals, and then it doesn't make these yearly goals so overwhelming. And then I'm being consistent, and I know I'm working towards my goals. And that brings me a lot of fulfillment and a lot of peace of mind instead of that nagging guilt that you get because, I know I set that goal and I haven't done anything and it's October, right? I know I've been working towards these things all year long because I've been setting goals. So then every week, my goals create the foundation for my week. And those are some of the first things that I plan into my week. Then I have this awesome, I have like a calendar. I kind of look at my calendar. I look at other things that are important that I need to make sure get planned out. I also have a planning session with my husband where we talk about our goals and look at our month and make sure that we're on the same page and we're unified as a couple and as a family. And then we're kind of accountability partners because accountability is essential to success in anything you do, especially in goal setting. You need someone there who's going to follow up with you and ask you how things are doing. So then I had this wonderful friend who gave me this sheet. She was a Mary Kay consultant, and so it actually says Mary Kay plan sheet, weekly plan sheet. But this is awesome. You see here, it's got time from like 6 to 10 on a daily, it starts with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so what I do to keep myself organized is then I just flip it over. This is a new one, so I haven't done anything on this one, but I make a to-do list. Well, first, I go over here, I look at my goals for the week, I look at important things I maybe had for the month, and I block those out. This is where this sheet is important because time blocking will change your life. You have to make time for some things. Otherwise, things just don't get done. So you have to make time for things. I really get annoyed when people say I don't have time for that. That is a total lie to yourself. We all have more time than we give than we say we do. We just fill it with less important things. So, because if we don't make a plan, your time will get filled with things that aren't as important. So, you block out the most important things in your life. Those things get scheduled first in my calendar. I have my priorities: God first, family second, goals, other goals third. Pursuits, dreams, whatever. Career, that could be like career third. God first, family second, career third, or other goals and pursuits. Okay? So that's how I schedule it. My God stuff first, my family stuff second, my other stuff third. And then I go on the back and I usually create a to-do list. Now, because let's be honest, we do have lives and we do have things that we have to do. So I create a to-do list of things that I have to do, and then I continue. I usually have like a weekly to-do list. I do like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the important things that I want to get done on each week. And I look at my to-do list and say, okay, so these are important things that maybe I want to budget. I need to make sure I budget this week. I need to make sure that I get our car insurance paid, or I need to go visit somebody. So I have that on my to-do list, and then I put everything on my to-do list on a day. And then every day I go to my calendar and I look at my to-do list and say, okay, that is what I have. I need to prioritize for that day. And then I prioritize it. I put everything, I do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on my daily to-do list. Everything for that day gets prioritized, and then I schedule it into my day. Now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Those of you who are moms understand I have to keep my schedule pretty flexible. I can't have it really tight because I have kids and life happens. But if I have it prioritized, then all of a sudden, for instance, then maybe your baby went down for a nap earlier or slept longer than you planned. And then you can look at your to-do list and say, that was my next priority. And you go in order of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never move on from 1 to 2 until 1 is done, even if it takes you all day. And then everything else you can move to the next day or plan out for another day. So that is how I plan my weeks. And it changed my life when I learned some of these skills. I hope maybe those were some helpful tips for you to help you, give you some ideas to be more successful and intentional in your life. Intentionality is a big focus for me this year, because if we're not intentional, life is going to whisk by and we're going to miss out on an incredible life that we could have created if we just spent a little bit of time every week planning and setting goals. Just a few minutes. Don't lie to yourself and say you don't have time for it. You make time. You make time. You have to make time, or else you're going to live a life average and you're not going to achieve the great things that God has in store for you. So another thing I want to share I always pray about my daily plan, or that's a habit I'm trying to incorporate. I'm working on, is praying about my plan so that I also involve God in my life and in my daily planning, because sometimes He has a different plan for me, or He has somebody that I need to reach out to that day and serve. And so involving Him is an important part important thing I'm trying to develop, a new habit I'm trying to develop to involve Him. And it's a blessing to see the miracles that happen by asking Him if I can be His hands that day, and what are the goals and things He wants me to achieve, because He cares about what goes on in our daily lives, and He wants us to achieve our dreams and reach our full potential. We live far below our privileges, I believe. And so that's what I have to share with you. Sending some sunshine your way. I hope this helps you create some more intentionality and bring more joy into your life.